Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugger and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I'm going to call this episode, Let's Pretend That Never Happened. Jazzy Cat came out with a new trailer mod and I downloaded it and replaced the trailer mod that I had. And I guess when combined with the military and the railway one, the trailer mod went, no, can't do that. And so when I went to get a new job, all the trailers had vanished. There was no jobs, there was nothing I could get, there was zero anything at all. And because of that, I ended up losing, I ended up having to replace the old mod. I have the new military mod, and I have the newest railway mod, but I had to go back to an older version of the trailer pack. And because of that, I ended up losing the last run because I had to load up an older version. And when I loaded up the older version, it said, oh, by the way, we've detected changes to your game, so we're going to cancel your run, and we're just going to put you back at your home garage. So the last run I just did where I made $20,000, yeah, that never happened, according to the game. That's what happens when you don't back up your save files. But it is what it is. It's a technical difficulty. It is not going to stop us from doing our job in restarting our company in hard mode. I'm just not going to allow it. So we're going now to show you I am back at my base here. Apparently this is the run I was supposed to do, which I can't. I don't even know why it still shows it. But we're going to find a new run, I guess. So I was just checking to make sure everything was back, and everything is. So, we're looking at price per distance. Oh, man, I really don't want to do that. No, not all the way back to Egypt. Not even for 30 thou. That's 20 thou. That's not a bad run. 27 tons. 26 tons for 19. That's a long trip all the way to Libya. But that last part's not all that much driving. And it's a new trailer. I've hauled this one. I've hauled this. I've hauled that. I've hauled that. It's only $13 a mile versus 17, but I like the look of it. I like the fact that it's a coal car. So it'll be the first. Alright. I forgot about this little, so I don't know if the trailer's actually still going to be there. Like I said, I had to load into an older one, so I hadn't actually rested yet. So we got to make sure our freight is actually still there. Yes, it is. Our freight is still there. Okay. Alright. So it's not terrible. I still got a little over 3,000 euros. That's enough for fuel. That's enough for 2 fuel stops, possibly. So I'm not too concerned. I'm not too concerned. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to fix my truck right now. It has 2% damage. Normally I wouldn't allow that to stand, but in this case it'll be fine. And then I'll fix it after the next run. It's a shame that happened, really. It really is. You know, but at the very least, I didn't lose my whole game. I've had that happen as well. I've lost my whole game because mods messed them up. Yeah. So I bet I can get out there before you have to worry. Bad corner, but it's alright. It's just a sidewalk. Alright. Let us pick up our coal car. Also, for fear of conflictions, I took out I took out the Furman mod, which gave me real company names. I really don't care what the company name is that I deliver to or pick up from. I really don't. So I got rid of that, and I got rid of the TSM trailer pack mods that I was using, because most of them were probably being overwritten by Jazzy Cat mod anyways. So... oh, this is going to be an easy haul, I think. Thinking it's a long trailer, but it's not heavy. So we should be fine. Ooh, no, 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 no. What? Been hauling too many short trailers lately. Too many normal size and smaller trailers lately. Forgetting I get a long one here, so yeah. So, my leg, it's really sore right now. It's not stinging as much as it could, but it is sore. I have a follow-up doctor's appointment. What is it? I have a follow-up doctor's appointment on Friday. God, I couldn't even think of it. Yeah, so I have a follow-up doctor's appointment on Friday. I'm going to take a closer look. I'm picking up my medications tomorrow. I would have liked to get them today, but just cannot get them today. But the doctor gave me one dosage of the antibiotics plus a shot, so that'll keep things under wraps. And then I'm just going to go early tomorrow, regardless of how late I'm up tonight. I'm going to go early tomorrow and get my medication so I can get that rolling. And then, Friday payday, and then I get to see my other doctor and get a closer inspection of what's going on, maybe. Sadly, today I really doubt I'm going to be the good boy I really want to be. It's the last big meal of the year. Tradition at the house I live, my wife's family, to make big Hawaiian meal, Hawaiian food, things like chicken long rice, kalua pork, lomi salmon, potato salad, which isn't traditional Hawaiian, but still potato salad. So, what was that all about? Potato salad. Did I say poi? I don't know if I said poi. Poi. I don't know what else they're gonna make, to be honest. If they're gonna make pork and tomato, I don't know if that's traditional Hawaiian or where that's traditional. It's basically just pork, cooked pork in tomatoes and onions with some shoyu sauce and a couple other like ingredients mixed in. I did that, but I didn't mean to downshift that far, but I actually did that. I touched the gas to bring the engine back into slowing me down. So, yeah. You will be seeing military things like that in the traffic now. I'm trying the traffic mod, the military in traffic mod that's included with the new military pack. just to see how much military stuff I see in the traffic. If it's better than the train one, the original train one is fine. The new train trailer pack that came out lessened how many train trailers you see. So up on the sidewalk again, huh, dumbass? I'm not paying very good attention. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, we're good. So, I don't know how much longer the meal has to go, but it has to go, so... I gotta hit escape for a sec, because I gotta move my mouse pad up, and my mouse up, because it's... Again, I'm bumping it, and it's causing it to... Let's make this turn the right way, huh? Alright, we're good. I'm not fond of starting out back in my home base yard. You know, that's annoying, but at the very least, I'm grateful for the fact that I'm not losing my entire game. That would have been devastating. So, I only lost the one run. And I can live with that. We'll just pretend that the guy that hired me didn't pay out. He just ran away. Company maybe went belly up or something. I don't know. We'll just pretend. I'll be happy with that. Besides, as you can see, Emily is starting a little bit of pulling in a little bit more money. So hopefully she'll become profitable soon, and it won't take me long to get a second truck. Once Emily gets rolling, gets little, and actually gets profitable, and then say I get another driver and that driver gets profitable. Once I got 2 profitable drivers, the rest should be really easy, I think. I think it'll be easy from there. I'm not hauling a particularly heavy or tall trailer, so... Alright, the speed limit last I saw was 100. Hopefully it still is. Actually, I'm going to slow down for this corner. It's a little sharp, and I'm not 100% sure of this trailer yet. Besides, it leads into a climb anyways. I've been checking out some of the other Scania engine mods, not engine sound mods, and none of them really impress me. They just don't sound right to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I hear this one too much. I don't know, I just don't like the sound of them. Somebody put out a Volvo mod, and a lot of people didn't like it. I personally did, the Volvo sound mod. The problem is that when I downloaded the sound mod, yeah, it was a zip file. So I went into the zip file to unzip it, and it wasn't. You know, there wasn't an SCS file in there. There were the actual files. So I think instead of making it an SCS file and then zipping it, I think what he did is he just zipped what was there. So I think I could have renamed it SCS, put it in, and it would have worked. But because I wasn't sure, I ended up not using it. So sadly, I don't have my Volvo sound mod yet. It's disappointing. I like when I make almost perfect corners like that. You know? That's always a good feeling when you make a corner and your trailer makes it perfectly, like it did right there, man. That's always an awesome feeling. Looks like we got a decent climbing gear in 8th. for the weight that we're hauling. That's pretty good. And I cleaned out my computer today. I said I was going to, and I did. I cracked it open, pulled the video card, dusted that off, dusted off the radiator for the cooling system. I dusted off the motherboard and the memory, and I do notice a difference. I do notice a difference in how it's working. So I just wish they wouldn't shout. Yeah, I know that went into the grass a little bit. I know. You know, I understand though. This, like I said, I've said many times, this is a small house with many people in it, and we all have to, you know, it takes a very large amount of tolerance for everybody to make it work. I gotta understand that. I mean, they can't always be hush-hush when I'm recording. Especially they're preparing the big meal, so. But starting tomorrow, especially starting on my payday on the 3rd, which I don't know how much money I'm going to have left. Well, starting tomorrow and continue on my payday. And then on the 5th, when I go food shopping, you know, my choices in what I food shop for have got to change. At least a little bit. So you may hear the occasional big firework go off in the background. Aerials are illegal here in Hawaii. Aerials are illegal. But that doesn't stop them from bringing them in. They have cracked down on them a couple of years back, but it only takes a little while. It's almost like a computer virus kind of thing, you know. Or, you know, a hacker finds a way to exploit something, so the company patches it, and then it just takes a little while, and the hacker finds a way around the patch and does it again, you know. So it's kind of that way with fireworks here in Hawaii, especially because, you know, we're not that far away comparatively. Yeah, can you just, like, thank you? Number one, and number two, you know, we're not that far away from China and Japan and all that. And number two, it's very easy around here to get what you need slip through because it's very easy to know people. Yeah, it's that simple. It's very easy to know people. You know, chances are, if you've been born and raised here, you know somebody that's working for the local shipping company. You know somebody who's working this. You know somebody who's working that. You know somebody that can do this or that. And so you can get them sent in. So every year we get big aerials up here. Now you may ask yourself, why then don't the police respond? If the aerials are illegal, well then they're clearly visible. The police can obviously come and stop it. Not where I live. I live in an area known as Hawaiian Homelands. Hawaiian Homelands, for lack of a better description, and I hope I don't offend anyone with this, but Hawaiian Homelands, for the lack of a better description, are simply this. They're sovereign lands that are given to the Hawaiian people so that they can build and hopefully afford homes that they otherwise would not be able to. So in short, for the longest time, what it was is that this group would acquisition land, and then they would take that land and they would divide it up into plots. Then they'd take those plots and give them to the Hawaiian people based on your heritage. You know, so basically, in short, it came down to what percentage of Hawaiian that you were, because the reality is that there were pretty much no pure-blood Hawaiians left, or there's very, very few. So, in a way, and again, this is where I said, I hope I don't offend anyone, it's kind of like an Indian reservation, but much, much, much better. I can't explain it into detail. It's the closest thing there is compared to, but I'm going to be honest, it's a poor comparison. Um, but the one thing it does share with an Indian reservation is its sovereign land. So the police do not have any authority in this area unless they are called in. So like if there's a domestic disturbance, domestic violence, something of that nature, if they're called in, then they have the usual jurisdiction that they would have anywhere else. If nobody calls them in, they can't come in here and do anything, you know? So, like, if a fugitive were to escape into here, the police could follow him, and they could search for him, but they can't, they can't, like, what is it? They're not, they can't, like, come out and just, like, step on to somebody's property, and look for the guy unless they truly believe that he's there. They have to get permission, you know, and if they don't, they can actually find themselves facing very stiff penalties for not doing so. You know, there's that fine line. I'm not saying that, oh, a fugitive could just come here and get here on this land and the cops couldn't touch him. No, that's not how it works. But there would be hindrances for the police that they have to follow. You know, because this is, I don't know what the speed limit is. Doesn't matter. Oh, great. Here comes a train. Oops. I meant to get outside to take a look at this. Ah, so I'm hauling the coal car upside down. That's nice to know. Although it doesn't look upside down, does it? Because the lettering's right. It kind of looks upside down and it kind of doesn't. It's just really weird. Why not cross the tracks? This is actually a very long trailer. It's a very long trailer. I'm not going to stay outside the truck too long, but it's a very long trailer. I should put on my headlights. It's like 8 o'clock. So, headlights are a thing. I don't know how long before they start finding me. I don't know. You think he'll make it? Nope. He didn't make it. There's 2 cars that have failed trying to pass me so far. Not that I'm trying to prevent them. If I wanted to prevent them from passing me, I would just, like, move over like that, and they would, like, immediately hit the brakes. So, get into the road. You fool, you fool. Now, out of everything that's being made, the one thing I particularly like is the chicken long rice. Oh, the chicken long rice is always good. It's just chicken, in broth with long grain rice. I mean, it's almost like translucent noodles. You know, that's how long it is. I don't know how healthy it is, to be honest with you. If I had to look at it and and take a guess, I'd say, hey, that's pretty healthy. But the fact is, it's rice, and the only rice I know that's acceptable in terms of being healthy is brown rice. Yeah. So I don't know if chicken long rice could actually be considered healthy. But, oh, I love chicken long rice. The Kahlua pork's pretty good too. But you gotta be careful because it's easy to get sick from it if you eat too much. It's really easy to get sick from it if you eat too much. I dragged the trailer. Come on. I got talking about the food and let myself get distracted. Ended up dragging the trailer like a dumbass. You know, I should have my orbitals on. I didn't even think of that. Too low in the gears now. Man, I'm messing this part of the trip up pretty freaking hard. I need to stop. That was so terrible of me. Messing the hull like that. That's the second time I've dragged the trailer. Well, not in this one. It's the second time in recording, I think, that I've dragged the trailer. The first time was the Volvo FH, I think, when I was hauling that 70-ton train up that huge incline. Yeah. Yeah, I dragged the trailer there, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get forward momentum again on the hill, but the big 750 engine pulled it through, so I was pretty happy about that. I didn't even think to have my orbitals on. Nothing, man. I'm too distracted. So much on my mind about losing weight, trying to get a little bit of exercise, being healthier, the big meal that's tonight, the fact it's the new year, and all these things, just all these things trucking through my head and really distracting me right now. No, you stay. I don't know why we're coming to a near stop, but I forget what I was going to say. There was something else I was going to say, but you know, typical me, at least once per recording, I lose track of what I was saying. Never fails. Never fails. I know that it had to do with what I was talking about earlier, which now I forget what that was. Oh yeah, getting in shape and exercising and all that. Okay, now I remember what it was. Ah, man, I finally jogged my memory. You know, I actually, every time I go down these back stairs now, even though I've replaced the broken stair, I'm actually very nervous. You know, I'm scared that the stair is going to break under me again. Particularly the fourth stair from the bottom, which I've mentioned several times, I think, in previous videos, has the same exact problem that the stair that broke under me had, and that is, quite frankly, it's split in half all the way through from one end to the other. That's actually very worrying to me. Let's not drag the trailer this time. That didn't sound so much like a firework. It was such a homemade little bomb. That same truck's still following me, man. Carrying that bridge hauler. It looks like I got a lot of the same traffic behind me still. So, I don't know. The last run didn't count, so we're probably not going to get to level off this run once we do eventually finish it. And wow, I already need fuel. Fortunately, like I said, my driver is starting to bring in a little bit more money. Still not quite profitable enough yet, but still, bringing in a little bit more money, so that helps. Do I want to stop at the gas station now? Let's take a look at the road ahead and see exactly what we want to do. There's a gas station there. Oh, wow. And there. I mean, we could make that gas station, but I'm thinking about rest too. That's going to be a long way to go. But it is a highway run, so it shouldn't be too bad. So I'll probably go for it. I know I got the fuel to make it. I am a little concerned about my exhaustion level. I already made that mistake before, Already made that mistake before. I don't want to make that mistake again. But I think I'll be okay, especially I get on the highway, which isn't far from here. Once we get to the highway, should be a fairly smooth run, especially at night. What happened there is the table got bumped and my mouse decided to freak out because of it. So it actually turned my view. I wasn't respecting this corner. I wasn't worried about like tipping or anything like that, but I wasn't respecting the corner in terms of trailer length, and I ran the risk of clipping a car. So I took it a little rough there. I'm tired too, to be honest. I am still a little bit tired because of the big meal today, and this actually is not the smartest thing in the world to do. I already know that, but I did it anyways. I've only had one like little cup of noodles, which I ate because I liked them. They made good little snacks that I could eat in between, but the fact is they're 300 calories per cup with 50 some odd % of the daily recommended amount of sodium. Lovely. So 2 of those little cups of noodles and I'm over the sodium limit, and that's recommended. I actually need less sodium. What was I going to say? No, I haven't quite forgotten, but oh yeah. So yeah, I'm going to seeing how I feel like I'm going to eat a little bit big tonight. I'm looking at I was looking at not eating as much today, so I've only had a little cup of noodles and 2 multigrain waffles with no syrup. Just a little tiny bit of butter on each, and that's been it, which is not smart. It's really not. It's not smart. So, but I did it anyways. I was considering trying to go, but I was like, nah. I really don't want to catch a fine with what I have now, so I'd rather not. That's a picture worth taking. Oh! I didn't even realize my front lights aren't on. Click, click. That's right, we'll pop another quick one. I don't care if the light's green. Now we'll go. I gotta try and save some money, but I don't know if I'll be able to. For when the American Truck Simulator comes out. It's supposed to come out this month, I believe. It's supposed to come out this month, and I want to be ready for it. If it does, I want to be ready for it. I want to be there when it drops. All right. That helps. There we go. So now we're up on the highway. I'm pretty sure that we've got enough stamina for make this. We'll start in 10th. And I'll probably drop it to 8th by the time we get up, up here. And that should be enough speed. Yep. Yeah, I glanced up and realized I didn't have my mirror back either. So I'm surprised I drove all that way without having my lights on without realizing it. And that means I haven't had them for a while. Because that only happens when you upgrade your truck. And I think the last time I upgraded my truck was just before the Africa run. So those lights haven't been on for a while. And I never noticed it till now. Silly boy. Yeah, so this shouldn't be too far to the gas station. Even though it says 22 hours, it really shouldn't be all that long because, again, like I said, a good chunk of that run is ferry distance, so it really shouldn't be too bad. As a matter of fact, when I cross the ferry, I'm probably just not going to end it because I'm just going a little bit further, so it probably won't be all that bad. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm tired. Between not eating much today and I didn't get much sleep last night, I'm a little bit, run down. But I wanted to get this recording done. I'm struggling with Starbound, if I'm to be honest with you. I love games like that, but I've never been very good at them ever. Even like Terraria. I never went to hard mode in Terraria. I never did. I never tackled the wall of flesh. Depressing, I know. Let's just pop outside here. We can keep our momentum going. So not much further. We're losing speed because of a slight incline slash hill turn coming around the hill here. So come on now. Give me that momentum. The park and ride is actually coming up now. Or the park. I had to kind of like bump him a little bit. Wait, this is just... Yeah, this isn't the gas station. And I want to go to the gas station. Damn. I should have enough stamina to do it, so I'm just going to bypass this. I didn't bump the other truck. When I said bump him, what I meant was, I had to, like, kind of move over a little bit and force him to slow down and let me in. I really shouldn't have, especially now that I know that this was not what I was looking for in terms of rest stops. I didn't see this on the map for whatever reason. I don't know if I'm liking the military trailers in traffic, because I'm seeing quite a lot. Not that it's a horrible thing. I'm seeing quite a lot, and I don't know how much I like that idea, I believe that the military trailers should be rare. So I would probably take that out. And that should not affect the game in any way, shape, or form. Just to be honest with you, it really shouldn't. Just stop seeing those trailers in traffic. No, 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 I need to move over. You need to let me in. There's the gas station. We made it. Plenty of time. Plenty of fuel. I feel pretty good about that. Stop. Brake. Oops. $1.44 a liter. It's still going to be quite a bit of money, but not too bad. And we'll just pull up here, get our rest stop. Really? This is going to be one of those things, huh? Alright, fine. Chunk. Because the trailer's too long, it doesn't register. Emily could not find a job. Oh, Emily, what are you doing? You've been profitable. I'm gonna back up under the trailer, reattach it, and then I'll just save it here. Alright, folks, that's going to be me done for this part of the run. Save. That's going to be me done for this part of the run. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, this is going to be One Big Bugger signing out. If you could leave a comment, rate, and subscribe down below, that would be absolutely amazing. And I'll see you on the road.